There are a ton of RGB LED accent light products, and you've probably seen most of them. You've got things like spools of LED flexible strip lighting. You've got short, rigid LED strips. You've got halos, and you've got demon eyes that go behind a projector to light up your headlight. You've got new LED headlight bulbs that have an RGB built into them. Like, there's tons of RGB options, and it's really important for you to know what the best thing is to control them. So in this video, I'm going to go quick over some different RGB controller options and specifically show you a new Bluetooth controller that we're really excited about here at Headlight Revolution. You can find these products at our website, www.headlightrevolution.com. The first one I want to show you is the one that you generally want to stay away from unless for some reason you like this style. You've got three main types: IR for infrared, RF for radio frequency, and BT for Bluetooth. The IR controllers sometimes look like this. It's a really small, basic box. And the way that you can tell that it's IR is it's got this little black plastic sensor coming off of it. Now, it's interesting because you think a remote, you think like your TV or something, you can just point it anywhere in the room and it's going to pick up. With an IR, you actually need the sensor on the remote pointing directly at the sensor on the controller. What happens if you can't mount this in a place where you can easily get to it? This isn't going to work very well. So generally speaking, you want to stay away from an IR controller. A, they don't have good range. B, they're pretty inconvenient. And C, you don't get many options on an IR controller because they're generally the cheapest setup you can get. Now, the most popular style that you're probably used to seeing and using is an RF controller. This style you can actually get from a few different brands. GTR Lighting makes it, LED Concepts makes it, you can get one from Acme, and they're all pretty much the same thing. They've got this external box that you hook power up to one side and one set of wires for RGB up to the other. It comes in this multi-button configuration with each color controlled individually, or a color wheel style like this. We have these on our website too if you want to see the different types that are available. Now, you can control more LEDs with these. You can have, your halo and your demon eye on the same controller, but you can't control them independently. When you turn them to blue, everything goes blue on that channel. When you turn it to red, everything goes red. When you strobe it, they all strobe. So these are what you call a single channel RF remote. They're really good, they're high quality, they're pretty reliable, they do everything that you need them to do, but you're limited in the fact that it's a single channel. If you wanted to do three different systems, all controlled independently, you have to have three remotes. That's not true anymore with the Bluetooth controllers. Let me show you the Morimoto XBT. The Morimoto XBT is a Bluetooth controller that has three independent outputs. And that's really important if you're doing something like a wild custom headlight build, or you've got lighting under the hood of your car, on the inside and in the trunk. With this controller, you can control everything independently. You can have this outside halo red, you can have the middle halo green, you can have the inside halo white, or whatever you want. You could have under the hood of your car flashing red. You could have the interior of your car at a car show going through some type of a changing color combination. You can have the back one solid color, so you can really control how the lighting on your vehicle functions. And the cool thing is, it's all done with your phone. So when you launch the app, you basically get all the same functions as those other remotes, but it's on your phone. There's no need to carry a remote around. And it's got the color wheel style. You can change the different colors of different items. So you can really have a crazy setup. You've got a tone function that'll change the look a little bit depending on what you want to do. You can control all three together. You can go to different color fading options. There's a whole bunch of different color fading options: purple to green, blue to yellow, red to orange. So it's really pretty wild, everything that you can do with it. You can even do strobing. You can control the speed of the strobe. You can lock everything together, or you can unlock it and control them separately. So you can really do a lot of wild things with this setup. And that's the big difference between the Morimoto XBT and the other traditional remotes. And not to mention the range. This thing has incredible range. When we built this headlight here, we stood in the studio and we brought that all the way to the other side of the building. We got about 100 feet away and we're still able to control it. It was really unbelievable. When you get the XBT controller, it comes in this box, and it's really pretty sweet packaging. You get it out, and the instructions are actually online, so you get the paper that gives you the URL to go find the instructions and download the controller. It has a really cool carbon fiber mounting plate. You can tell it's a really high quality setup. It's got the cable reliefs here, everything's labeled so you can keep track of the different channels, and you've got the nice wire loom on everything. And so here's your 3 different channel outputs, and they each have 2 different setups so that you can, if you wanted 2 lights on channel 1 and 2 lights on channel 2 and 2 lights on channel 3, you can do that. And then the last one is just your power input. So you give that power, battery power if you want to be able to control it when the vehicle's off, ignition power if you only want to be able to control it when the vehicle's on, etc. So it's a really nice setup product. There's nothing else like this one on the market, and we're really excited to be using this and selling this at our website. Essentially, if somebody wants a Bluetooth controller, this is what we offer them. Now, it comes with these nice plug-and-play connectors, and it's plug-and-play if you've got the right stuff. If you got a 4-wire RGB product from Morimoto or Acme, it'll plug right in. Now, if you're using a 4-wire product from a different company, you're going to have to use the extra adapters that it comes with. Let's take the flexible RGB strip from GTR Lighting, for example. It comes with this 4-pin style setup. And for some remotes, that's good because it's plug and play. But if you need to hook it to this, you've got this adapter that comes in the kit for wiring, and you've got your 4 wires coming out the end. What we have to do to connect this to this is you essentially have 2 options. Option A is chop off the connectors and hardwire everything. Option B is to use the connectors that come with the kit. These are sold separately and they are optional, but it's definitely worth it if you want to be able to hook and unhook your stuff when you're installing it. The idea is it comes with these 4 little pins, and you hook each little pin onto each wire. And then the pins go into this connector, which makes it a plug-and-play connection. Now, to hook up the pins, you have a couple different methods. You can use a needle nose pliers or a wire cutter and just kind of crimp it all together, or you can use the appropriate method and use a wire crimper. So if you need a good RGB controller for your next project, seriously, check out the Morimoto XBT. It's got fantastic build quality, it's got great range and performance, the app is second to none. A lot of those Bluetooth controllers that you see out there use a generic app that doesn't work very well. With this one, you won't be disappointed. We've got it and all the RGB lighting you can think of at our website at www.headlightrevolution.com. You can also find more about us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Google+, and please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss the next lighting review video we come out with next.